Hi everyone, with our test approaching, I get lots of questions about how to graph logarithmic functions, especially when we're supposed to graph these without our graphing calculators or without technology. So here's a question that I have taken from ALEKS. It's asking you to graph this logarithmic function, and I'm going to go through exactly the steps that I'd want you to follow on the exam and exactly the work that I would expect you to show on the exam, and then of course how to enter your answer in ALEKS. So the first thing that I always ask you for is the parent function. So you'll be asked for the parent function, and then you will also be asked to identify the transformations. And remember, this plus 3 is causing a transformation. So that is not part of the parent function. So if you take that 3 and ignore it, then our parent function is y equals log base 2 of x. That's our parent function. And then this problem has only one transformation. That x plus 3 is going to cause the graph to shift to the left 3 units. So the big question is how to graph the parent function without picking up our graphing calculator and typing it into the calculator or into Desmos. And the key is to rewrite this parent function, get it out of log form, and put it into exponential form. So when we rewrite any logarithm and we put it into exponential form, we always want to start with the base. We identify the base first. In this case, the base is 2. And then remember, I've demonstrated kind of like a looping where you start with the base and then you loop around the equal sign. So if we come around the equal sign, we would come to the y next. So this would be 2 to the y power. And then we come back to the argument of the logarithm. So that would be equal to x. So the exponential form is 2 to the y power is equal to x. And this is what we want to focus on making a table for. This is equivalent to the logarithmic parent function, y equals log base 2 of x. So again, trying to reiterate with you that this original parent function is the same as 2 to the y equals x. They are equivalent. They are just in different formats, different forms. So it's much easier for us to compute 2 to the y equals x than it is to compute the logarithmic form. Now, because the exponent contains y, we are going to choose y values here in our table. And just like we normally go from -2 to 2, we're going to do the same thing here. But we're choosing y values rather than x values. Again, that's because y is the exponent. So if we take 2 to the -2 power, we know that will be 1 over 4. 2 to the negative first will be 1 divided by 2. 2 to the 0 power is 1. 2 to the first is 2. 2 to the second is 4. So this is the table of values that I am going to plot these coordinates in order to graph the parent function. So now 1/4 -2, that's going to be right 1/4 and down 2. That we're just going to estimate that because I can't plot exactly 1/4. Right 1/2 and down 1, we will estimate that as well. But the good points, the points that we sometimes call lattice points, are these 3 points here that I highlighted because those are nice whole numbers, 1, 0, 2, 1, and 4, 2. For this particular example, we actually could go a little bit farther out. So if you just wanted to have another coordinate to be more exact, we could technically go ahead and choose a y value of 3 because we know that 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and you do have room to go out to 8, 3. Now this is what you would graph on paper as your parent function. And notice the graph does not stop. It actually is going to continue on because we know that logarithmic graphs have vertical asymptotes. So again, what I'm graphing right now is the parent function, and this is what you would graph on paper on the written work template to demonstrate to me that you know how to graph a logarithmic function without using your calculator. You can check it on your calculator, of course, but you've got to demonstrate to me that you know how to graph a logarithm without the calculator. And again, what the process that I just showed is exactly what you would want to follow step by step to demonstrate that you can graph this logarithm by hand. Then we want to do the transformation, which requires us to move the graph left 3. And I would move your asymptote first, so the vertical asymptote, which used to be at x equals 0, gets shifted left 3. So we now have a vertical asymptote, and its equation is x equals -3. Sometimes I do ask you for that vertical asymptote equation. And then we're going to move our points left 3. And I would not worry about the little fractions. I would just do, again, the nice points that were nice whole numbers. I'm just going to shift all those points left 3. Now, these are the coordinates. As I go count left 3, these are the points that you'll put into ALEKS. If I can count, 1, 2, 3, there we go. And because you have the asymptote graph, again, this logarithm graph and every other logarithm graph there is, they're all going to have a vertical asymptote. So they're going to hug the asymptote. They get very, very close to it. This green graph is the function that I'm going to be putting into ALEKS. So I'm going to go ahead and erase my parent function just for clarity. Although you would not erase it on paper, I would want you to keep your parent function. I'm only erasing it here so that we can go over just the final steps, of course, because in ALEKS it says you just have to plot 2 points. And so you could plot any of these points because you also have to draw the asymptote. So you'll draw in your asymptote of x equals -3, and you could choose any of these nice points that we have here. So for example, we have -2, 0. We also have -1, 1. We also have 1, 2, and again, you just need 2 of these. You're going to use the point plotting tool to plot those points. You'll choose the vertical asymptote tool to graph your vertical asymptote, and then the sketch button will actually sketch the logarithmic function. Domain are the x values from left to right. We have the smallest x value, which is -3, but we won't actually touch -3 because of that vertical asymptote. So that would be -3 to infinity. Remember, domain is from left to right, and range is bottom to top, lowest to highest. Y values, the graph goes down forever, it goes right forever, so our range is all real numbers. I hope that helps you step by step with how to graph logarithmic functions without your calculator and shows you exactly what you need to put on paper to get full credit for a question like this on our upcoming exam.